We've been working on major scales. There's more exciting scales to do, but if you don't have your major scales under control, we're kind of missing out on some things. So I'm making sure that there's no questions about a major scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Let's look at an E-shaped scale, A major. It's based on, this is an E shape here at 6, 7, 7. Add the index, get a bar chord. I'm trying to get the camera lined up. There we go, bar chord. Now let's do a scale based around that. It's going to look like this. That's the middle finger. 5th fret fat string, that's your root, your A. To the 2nd pinky, 2nd degree of the major scale. That's a B note. Your 3rd is C sharp, index finger, 4th fret, 5th string. Middle finger, D, this is the 4th note of the scale. So you've got those notes, the root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th is pinky. That's an E note, 7th fret, 5th string. Now the 6th note of the major scale is an F sharp, index finger, 4th fret, 4th string. The 7th note of the major scale is ring finger, 6th fret, 4th string. It's a G sharp, and your octave will be pinky, your root, 7th fret, 4th string. Descending. You can get another 7th down below, a G sharp. It's kind of nice to land on that root while you're in the training mode here, because we're in the key of A. Let's go to the next octave. B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. We can throw in a 2nd interval, a B right here. You probably wouldn't end there normally. It's like, what key are we in? But if you go and then land on the A, like, oh yeah, A, great. Makes sense. You could pause on this A. So it's interesting how there's tension from the 7th to the 8th or octave. If you land on the 7th, you kind of want to finish it. How about to the 2nd? So that's an E-shaped major scale. We're in the key of A. Of course, your job is to make sure to move it down to the key of G. Same exact shape, just on the bass at the 3rd fret. How about the key of B, 7th fret? Key of C would be 8th fret. Key of D, 10th fret. You can do your own thing once you get this down. Key of E could be 12th fret. can do F would have some open strings. And if you did E open, you'd have some open strings, more open strings. But you can't get your G sharp on the 5th string, so you're going to have to change it a little bit. So that might be a little different shape. And then, of course, you got your F sharp at 2nd fret. G sharp, 4th fret. A sharp, 6th fret. C sharp, 9th fret. And D sharp, 11th fret. So one good way to tell what key you're in is find the note on the root or on the 6th string. If we say, hey, we're in the key of D sharp, all right, ready, what are we doing? Chord, scale, major, minor, dominant 7th, mode, whatever. At least know your root note. If we say, hey, we're in the key of G sharp, okay, what's up? Think 4th fret, fat string, and you're going to build something on that. You have to be hardwired to do that quickly. How about key of F sharp? All right, 2nd fret, fat string, what? Let's go. The other answer is, huh? Well, let me think about it. Wrong answer. Not good enough. All right, I'm going to move on to something else. I'm going to do a 3-note per string scale. Let's do G major. This will help you build some speed. So this is really fun. Notice the fingering. Index, I like middle. I said middle, not ring, not pinky, not ring. Index, middle, which gets you a nice stretch here. It's very important to build that. That helps the rest of your hand go farther up the neck. Index, middle, pinky. That's a G, A, B. Next string, same thing. C, D, E. So you got 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th, 3rd, 5th, 7th. That's really cool how they look the same. Same frets on 2 strings. Keep your fingers low. If they have to fly high in the sky, that's going to slow you down, but your hand might want to do that. But you're going to have to work on that. Get them to lay low. And I don't want you to force that, but I want you to think about it and do it over time with many, many, many repetitions. They're going to kick a little bit, but don't let them go way high. Notice how index is just holding down this 3rd fret. Now we'll go to the 4th string, which we're going to shift a little teeny tiny bit. Index is going to sneak up to 4th fret. You're going to go 4th, 5th, 7. So we got tiny little position shift, a little less stretching, a little more comfortable. And the nice thing is, next string, same shape. So you get to do 4, 5, 7 on 2 strings. So here's a parallel looking shape. Another parallel. And one more parallel. I think, well, earlier I shifted up, so I'm going to decide what I want to do here. Well, here we have, that kind of works. Okay, I'm changing my mind. Except you get 2 Ds if you do 2 parallel shapes, or another parallel. But it works. There's There's always options. The other option, what I intended to do, was shift like this. Here comes the shift, which also gives us parallel shape, so it all works good. That's ending on the 2 skinny strings at 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. And on a C, it's not a root, but that won't hurt anything if you know what you're doing. You can come back to the root. The root's nice to end on. You don't always have to end on a root. You could end on, say, like a third. That sounds pretty. A third is a B, which is part of a G chord. There's a B note in a G chord, so that note sounds like a decent target. Let's end on a second. It kind of hangs you up and makes you want to resolve on the root. All right, let's resolve on a different note. Oh, a root. Perfect. Or how about a seventh? It's kind of like fine. How about a what we got? 6. It could lead to a G. It's a little weird. It's okay. How about a 5th? A D. D is in a G chord. The G chord has D notes, so that's okay. Let's land on a 4th. That's a C. There's no, kind of makes you want to go, ow, ow. It's interesting. There's a 3rd. So compare your scale to your chord a lot. And be aware that it's root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8, which is a root. So we start over, root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8, a root. Here's a 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Those are important. Those are called the intervals of a major scale. And you're going to need those. Uh-oh. I'm not the best picker on the planet, but I keep trying. Gotta slow down and get it clean. That's what I'm trying to do. Well, that's the G major scale, and we'll talk about major scales. Keep working on them. The root is starting on the fat string. Be aware of that. Hopefully we'll get over to a root on the 5th string. Those shapes are really important too. Do it the way you want, but work on it every day, and you'll be able to have a conversation with musicians and be thinking about every note in every scale. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.